All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Vinyl Show and Tell. As always, it is Tony hanging out down here in the music room, and I got a brand new record that I want to tell you all about. This one to me is a big one. This was not on my radar. It is the brand new record from Dorothy. It's called The Way, and here is the album right here. It's her fourth record. And I got to tell you guys something. Not only is it the best Dorothy record, to me, this is the best hard rock album of 2025 so far. Yeah, I said it. I think this is the best record release so far this year. I like Dorothy, I really do. I've enjoyed her albums up until now, and so I listened to it, but I was just kind of expecting to be like, "Yeah, that's a good record." It just floored me. I listened to it on Friday when it came out, and I kind of had it on the background, and I was just like, "Whoa, wait a second! I got to listen to that again and give it more attention." And then I went right out to my local record store and picked it up. So first off, let me show the vinyl to you guys, and then I'll explain to you why it is that I love this record so much. All right. So again, here is the cover once again, and there is the back. Got the track listing here. Non-gate fold. Just one LP comes with this. All right. So on the inside, you're gonna get this insert. Another great picture of Dorothy there. Flip it over. Sunset there. Some liner notes, and on the inside, you're gonna get your lyrics. I highly encourage you to read these lyrics while you're listening to the songs because there's a lot of great content here. You'll hear it as you're listening to it, but really, really powerful stuff. All right. And then you'll get your inner sleeve, kind of the sunset there, sunrise, something in there. But in any case, you are going to also get a standard black. This edition is standard black. I know there are some other variants on Dorothy's website. If that's your thing, go check out her website. I'm always happy with the standard black. So there you go. So that's the record. Pretty simple. Picked it up for just about 20 bucks, so well worth the money. Really happy with the purchase. But let's get into the album itself. I want to start with a little of my own background with Dorothy and then build to this record. So stay with me for a minute. But I think it's important to why I think this album is so great. I first saw Dorothy for the first time when she opened up for Hailstorm and Lita Ford. I had no idea who Dorothy was. I was photographing that show, and man, I was down there in the photo pit, and Dorothy came on and blew me away. The energy coming from her, the songs, just incredible. I said, wow, this is going to really be somebody here. This is going to be a band worth keeping your eye on. At the time, their first record, Rock is Dead, had not even come out yet. So that was on my radar to pick up as soon as it came out, and I did. And I kind of followed Dorothy in her journey. And it's been a hard road for sure. Dorothy's been very transparent about struggles, especially with alcohol. She's had a lot of battles with that, and she shared some really low points on social media. So on the last record she put out, she had just found Christ and had become a believer, and you could just see some really positive changes going on in her life. As a believer myself in Jesus Christ, I was so excited to see that for her, and just hope that it would continue, and hope that it would continue to uh, help her in her journey. And guys, I get this record the way when I listen to it, I hear a battle cry. To me, the way is Dorothy Martin's battle cry. Man, she has really overcome a lot, and this record is just a documentation of that journey and that struggle, and also of that victory. Obviously, it's an everyday battle, but it really sounds like Dorothy's kicking some butt right now and writing some of the best songs of her career. Um, man, you're gonna hear some great stuff on here. Some of my favorite stuff, "The Devil I Know," one of those songs is talking about struggle, and it's not easy. It's not easy, and she's documented that on the record. "Tombstone Town," that's on here. It features Slash. Great, great song. You'll enjoy that. "Mud" is in one, a single you probably heard. My second favorite track on the record is called "Unholy Water," and it's just talking about some of the criticism and the judgment that you get when you do make some decisions like Dorothy's made. And I can appreciate that. And I'm sure even being on the level that she's on, it's been so much even harder. Kudos to you, Dorothy, man. So proud of you. So proud of you. And my favorite, absolute favorite track on the album is called "Putting Out the Fire." Just a great rock and roll song. If you're going to give one song a chance, if you're like, I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about, put on the record, put on the song "Putting Out the Fire" and listen to it. If you don't think that's a jam, then we just got different tastes, I guess, and that's okay. And then finally, the last song on here is the title song, "The Way," just a beautiful ballad. talking about, hey, you can't do this alone. You know, you can't do it alone. You're going to need support. And I'm going to be here for you today. And tomorrow, I might need you to be here for me to help hold me up. And it's so true for all of us that, life is hard, and just going through it with somebody else to help you in those low points. Beautiful, beautiful song called The Way. The album has 10 tracks on it, and this is going to sound really cliche. It's all killer, no filler. It is perfect. 10 great songs, probably comes in at about 45 minutes, and when it's over, you're left wanting more. It's not to the point like, is this album still on? Some albums are kind of that way. They got maybe a few extra tracks on them. This one is perfect. It's lean and it's packed full of great content, loud guitars, just awesome lyrics, big melodies, everything you want in a rock and roll record. Like I said, it's one you're going to want to turn up and just jam over and over and over again. So, guys, this to me is a perfect rock and roll record. Dorothy the Way. So far, the rock and roll album of 2025. It's set the bar pretty high, so let's see if anybody can beat it. But congratulations to you, Dorothy. Can't wait to see you on tour this spring. Be sure to check out Dorothy's socials, her website, to see when there's a date coming near you. I highly recommend checking her out live if you've never seen that, and I cannot recommend picking up this record enough. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you right now. I could keep talking about this album and this artist for a while. Use that comment section. Let me know, have you heard the record? What do you think? And then just feel free to let me know your thoughts. Please just keep it positive, keep it cool, and we'll catch you guys next time in the music room. As always, thank you. God bless. Bye bye.